Hello friends, and welcome to another video here on my channel. Today's video is the first decorating video for Christmas 2022. As you can see here, I'm starting off with my Christmas tree. This is a beautiful tree that I purchased in July from Walmart.com. I got a really good deal on it. I paid around $64 if I remember correctly, and it is one from Walmart from last year, and I think they still have the same tree this year. So if they do, I will try to link that below for you. It's one of the trees with the micro little lights, and they are so beautiful. I believe this tree has like 1,200 lights on it, so it has tons of light. It is so beautiful. And the cool part is that it has 5 different modes. So there's like a blinking one, there's the solid, which is my favorite, and then there are 3 fading ones where it fades from a brighter light to a lighter light, and it's like a low, medium, and high speed. And so those are 5 different options for the lights in all. It's super beautiful, and I believe full price it's around $160, or at least it was last year. And like I said earlier, if I can find it, I will link it below for you. So to start off, this tree really badly needed fluffed. Like I said, it was brand new, so it was super flat on every one of the branches. What I really like is that it's super full, especially at the bottom. Each of the branches actually have like 3 in 1. They kind of Y off at the end, so there's 3 branches at the end, and that helps to make it look super full and just super pretty. And so what I did was I put on these gloves. They're just regular gloves that I actually bought from my kids, but they still fit my hands. And I fluffed up the branches. That way my hands wouldn't get so scratched up. I always have that problem, and I have really sensitive skin, so I tend to break out if I fluff trees. I don't know if I'm allergic to the material or what, but I decided to wear these gloves, and it's something I highly recommend that you do if you have an issue with the tree itching you or scratching your skin as well. I always start at the bottom, and I try to fluff it as well as I can and try to make it look as natural as possible. Whenever I fluff a tree, and this may be kind of self-explanatory, but I know some people do struggle with it, what I do is I create a method of making kind of a V with the branches, and then I will put one straight up. So I will do like one to the left, V'd up to the left, and then one V to the right, and then one straight up. And then as I get toward the end of the branch, like the closer to me, I take that, instead of pointing one up toward the sky, I point it down toward the floor. And that just creates a nice balance in the branches. It helps it look a little bit more realistic.
It's an early December morning, no one but we are. We look out the window as it's starting to snow, and I realize as you hand me the coffee cup, I'm falling just like these snowflakes tumbling down, round and around. I'm falling just like these snowflakes, falling for you, falling for you.
As you can see, I like to start decorating my tree by using ribbon. Ribbon, I think, is something that just really can make your tree excel and make it look so beautiful and professional. So I tried to use this green ribbon that I bought last year and used, but I decided I just really didn't care for it this year because I wanted to go for more of a formal look. And where it had a plaid pattern, it was a little bit more casual. And then I tried a new ribbon that I got, and I still didn't like that. So I do decide to take all the ribbon off except for the red. And I definitely wanted to add my beaded garland. So I went ahead and added that to the tree. This garland is from Walmart, and I believe it's around $7 or so. I noticed that the different size beaded garlands are different prices at Walmart this year, but they're still very, very affordable. And to be honest, I really needed one more strand because this tree is so much bigger than my tree from last year, but I made it work okay. These beaded garlands are so great, even for crafts. If you like to do crafts with wooden beads, they're very inexpensive to buy the garland and then just cut it and use the beads off of it. You can put them in a container or something at home. Now, whenever it comes to ribbon, I don't have a specific pattern or method. I do like to cut different size strips. I like to tuck in just the ends on some of the shorter strips. On the longer strips, I like to kind of twist them in kind of an S shape, or sometimes I will pinch the long strips right in the center, shove the center into the tree, and then shove the ends to the tree. I hope that makes sense. It's super hard to explain on a microphone what I do, but I do not make all of my ribbon look the same. I am a girl who likes things to not look symmetrical. I love asymmetry, and so for all of my ribbon to look different from one side of the tree to the other and from top to bottom, that is where it is at for me. And you will see here in just a second how different my ribbon looks from the bottom all the way up to the top. So now that the beaded garland and the ribbon is on my tree, I start off with my larger ornaments first, and then I fill in with my smaller ornaments very last. Everything in between is usually my more unique ornaments that I have just a few of, and I kind of do those in a zigzag pattern. So I will do one on the left and then move up to the right and then move up to the left again, or vice versa, and try to create a nice pattern so that I don't have two of these unique ornaments right beside each other. If you are new here, then welcome to my channel. My name is Elizabeth, and I'm so glad that you found me here on YouTube. If you're not new, then welcome back. I'm so grateful that you chose to spend a little bit of your day with me once again. It is such a blessing to know that I have such an awesome YouTube family out there. If you are looking for any inspiration, I hope that you will give my channel a subscribe and a thumbs up. That way you will get to see some more of my videos in the future. Like many other stay-at-home moms here on YouTube, a lot of my videos deal with cooking, cleaning, decorating. Decorating is one of my absolute favorite things to do. I loved helping my mom as a child. My mom sold Home Interior and Home and Garden Party and Princess House Crystal and all of those beautiful things that people had in their home in the 90s and the early 2000s. And now I love making a cozy space for my family. I'm the mom of 4 amazing kids. Caroline is almost 4, which is so hard to believe. Layton is 7.5, Briella is 8.5, and McKenna just turned 11 in August. I'm so thankful to be their mommy, and it's just a really awesome life that we get to live. I am married to my high school sweetheart, Wes, and we've been married over 13 years, and we live in Southeast Ohio. He is an awesome provider. I'm so thankful that he works really hard so that I get to stay at home with my kids, and I get to be involved in their life so closely. And I just hope that the things that I learn as a mother and as a wife and as a homemaker are things that I can help encourage you as another mom or wife, whether you stay at home with your kids or not. I hope that the content you find here on my channel motivates you and encourages you and just reminds you about the blessings that we have in our life. Maybe look a little bit more at the positive things and ignore those negative things that pop up on social media.
Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree, and I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love.
A pretty simple hack that I learned recently is to layer your picks. So this can be something that can be a little pricey. So this is something that I have purchased over the last few years, and I just decided to do this year. I took 4 different picks of 4 different colors and textures and looks or styles, and I layered them on top of each other. Now my first one here that you'll see in the video, I hadn't quite figured out the exact way to do it so that they all stayed together properly, but after I did it a couple of times, I realized that I could take the wired part of the branch below the little berry picks, and I could wrap it around the whole little kind of bouquet of these picks, and it would help them to stay together. And then I would put them in my tree, and it looked beautiful. It reminded me of the trees that you see at the Christmas store in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. They have these amazing trees, and they always have these gorgeous picks. And I don't know why I never thought to layer the picks before until just a few weeks ago whenever I saw a video of someone doing it. So definitely check this out and definitely try it if you are a pick lover like I am.
Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hanging by the fire, chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, yeah. I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart, and I can promise.
Now that Hobby Lobby has hit that 60% off mark, I decided to splurge on this amazing garland. It is so realistic, and I love that it has little touches of the red berries. Originally, it was $90. I believe it's $24 after the discount. I don't do math in my head, so don't quote me on that. But I really love this garland. I'm really hoping that I can find it before Christmas because I want to put it on my trees. I'm sorry, not my trees. I want to put it on my stairs, and I'd like to get one for maybe over my kitchen table. I'm not really sure, but I would like to get at least 2 to 3 more this year so that I have them for future years. The problem was this was the one and only one at my store, and whenever I posted on Facebook, people told me that in a Hobby Lobby Facebook group, people were driving up to 6 hours to find this garland. So I know it is super popular, and the likely chances of me the chances of me finding one of these again this year is not likely. So fingers crossed. If you find one at your store and want to ship it to me, then send me a message. I would love to get more of them because it's so beautiful. I really, really love it. And to be honest, I looked at Walmart garlands and they are almost as expensive or more than this, and they are so chintzy looking compared to that. So now that I've moved on to my coffee table, this is something I'm still wanting to get rid of. I just cannot find the right one to replace it. This coffee table is awesome. It has served its purpose, but we want to move it to our game room so we can do puzzles and play games on it. And we want to get a little bit of a smaller coffee table for our living room because our living room is pretty narrow. It's like 13 by 18 or 17 or something like that. And so it is quite narrow, and this large table takes up so much room. So hopefully I can find one here in the near future.
It's all around us. Christmas has found us. Yet another year.
Over the years, I have wanted to become a minimalist so bad, but I just can't because I am a maximalist, and I just cannot help it because I love decorations. I love color. I love things. And so one thing that the Minimal Mom here on YouTube mentioned was do what you can handle in your own home. So it's different for every person. It doesn't mean you just need a couch and a table. It means you put in your home what you can handle and what does not stress you out or make you anxious. I want my home to be a beautiful, cozy place for my family. And if that is just having a table and couch in your home, then that is perfectly fine. But in my home, I prefer to have the blankets and the pillows and tables and decorations. However, this year, I have tried really hard to keep the clutter to a very minimum. I put them in certain places. I use the shelves in my living room. I use a very small area on my coffee table so that there isn't stuff everywhere. It's not where I have to pick it up all day long. It's just in certain spots. And I feel like the balance was pretty good between all the Christmas stuff and not going over the top to where it's going to stress me out, knowing that I have to put it away in a couple of months. Now, to some of you, you may look at this and think, oh my goodness, that is so much stuff. I could never handle it. And that's okay. That's why we're all different. But to me, this made me so happy to know that most of my Christmas stuff is pretty simple. It's in places where it's not going to have to get moved, and our home is going to feel really cozy and ready for the holidays.
Happy as can be.
Here's a hack for your home, especially if you are entertaining and you would like to put something up on your TV so it doesn't look just like a TV hanging on the wall. It looks more like a photograph or a beautiful video. Just go to YouTube if you have a smart TV and look up Christmas scenes. A lot of them are accompanied with Christmas music or holiday music, and they usually have a timer for 10 or 11 hours. So the scene is just beautiful. Some of them change from one to the other, but they are amazing. There are thousands, I'm sure, on YouTube, and I'm sure you will find one that you love it for your home.
In the quiet evening, snow is falling, and from every window shines a light. Somewhere in the distance, drums are calling, but no one heeds their call tonight. Christmas Christmas, oh Christmas, let your mess.
As this video comes to an end, I just want to say again, thank you so much for taking a little bit of your day and spending it here with me on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure to comment below, introduce yourself, and subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss any more of my Christmas content coming up. I wish you a very Merry Christmas from my home to yours. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.
Christmas decorations all